Weekend Modder here with a proof video for Maurice R of Arizona. Maurice, this is the console that you ordered. It's the xkey with the 4 gigabytes of onboard memory with the xkey installed. So the console is not an RGH. It's not flashed, but it has an xkey in it. And just to demonstrate that, I'll just give you the further show up here. So the console's got red center LEDs and red and blue alternating LEDs. The boot times are as fast as a retail because there's no difference in the boot sequence for an X key. So you can see the alternating LEDs there. You can see the console here, and it's going to go ahead and start up to a normal stock dashboard because again, it's not an RGH. Um, the thing that you do in order to do this is you connect your USB hard drive to this little X key dongle. Um, I actually just hit the eject button with my front arm. So this xkey dongle is where you will attach your USB hard drive. So anything up to 3 terabytes formatted as NTFS. Then it needs to have a games, all lowercase, GAMES folder on the root of the storage device. And then you can place your ISO files in there. To test, I use a 16 gig flash drive rather than any sort of big external hard drive, but I've successfully used these with up to 3 terabyte hard drives on this latest firmware. So essentially, it's really easy. You're just going to insert your USB with the appropriately formatted, again, NTFS formatted, and games folder with all of the ISOs inside that. You can do subfolders within that if you want. Then from there, it's just a simple matter of triggering the system to open the tray. So you can do that from the controller by hitting A on the close tray thing. It's open right now because I bumped the eject button. So once you get to the point where normally with it believes the tray is closed, you can just hit open tray. So you can hit A on the controller, or you can just physically hit the eject button, which is what you heard me do. And then the system will automatically go through and close, and you'll get this mixed media disk option. When you see mixed media disk, that's a positive thing because that means the system has successfully scanned the hard drive and made the menu for making the selection of what game available to you. So from there, you will bumper over to the apps section. So let me get this controller synced here. There we go. So you'll bumper over here to apps, and then you want to go to picture viewer, and then what it believes is the current disk. And then finally, you can see here it's got both about and the weekend monitor. That's the name of the drive. And then inside here, you can see that I've got a Black Ops 3 ISO. And now I've drilled down far enough where it says eject to load. So that's telling me a command. So what I like to do from here is actually press center guide button, then Y for Xbox Home, and then from here you press Y again to eject because it told me eject to load. And when I do that, it's going to go from mixed media disk to believing that the Black Ops 3 disc is in the tray. And it will do anything that a console would do if it physically had the Black Ops 3 disc in the tray. If you want to go online, you can go online. If you want to install an update, you can install an update. If you want to download the map packs or DLC or something like that to go with it, you can do that. Literally, the console thinks that that disc is physically in it. So that it's limited to whatever it would normally do with the disc actually in it. So anyway, that's kind of the quick run through. The other little bit is if you notice here, physical disk tray doesn't open at all. If you want the disk tray to open, what you actually have to do is power the console completely off so that it's not on whatsoever. With the console powered off, if you turn it on using the eject button, by turning it on using the eject button, I didn't let it turn all the way off first. Now the disk tray is going to open and close. And that means for the entire duration of this boot, the console X key is in like bypass mode, so you could use the regular disk drive however you would use that. So you could put a physical disc in here, you put a DVD movie in here, you do whatever you want to do. Um, if you want to go back into xkey mode, the way to get back into xkey mode is, again, you have to power the console off, wait for it to be completely off, and then power it on using the power button. And when you turn it on via the power button, that triggers it to be in xkey mode, and then you can use the X key again, like you were with the USB storage, whatever. So bypass mode, X key mode, depending on how you turn it on. Appreciate the purchase. We will go ahead and get this packed up and on its way out to you. Thanks.